Right.media.
And we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. We're joined in this segment by baseball coach Zack Saunders. And Coach, thanks for the visit as we talk some SWOSU baseball in this segment.
Mike, appreciate the time. Always do.
Always appreciate you taking time to join us on the SWOSU Coaches Show. 1-2 over the weekend against Southeastern Oklahoma State. Talk a little bit about the series with the Savage Storm.
I mean, it really was a tale of 2 days. Get a really good start out of Bryson Armstrong day one. And anybody that's been to Weatherford, I know they bring this up every time we speak, but anybody that's been to Weatherford knows exactly what the wind's like. So blowing hard in day one, he was really good. I thought our group was really good about adjusting to the wind and not hitting a bunch of high fly balls and just kind of letting the day be what it's going to be. I thought our approach was really good. We were tough, and the starter they have has been a really good starter for them for the last 3 years. And just put it all together. We played good defense. I thought the group was really good and ready to go, and felt really good about Saturday. And then you turn around on Saturday, and it was blowing in probably 20 to 25 on Friday, and then it was blowing out probably 30 to 40 on Saturday. And it was just a tale of who could score last. I mean, honestly, the joke in the dugout was it's a race to 20. And I don't know that I've been a part of a game where we've scored a bunch of runs and scored that many runs before. I don't think ever a part of a game where neither team could really get each other out and just kind of trading blows. It was a game of kind of trading haymakers, and just kind of fell short on that one, honestly. Just kind of ran out of outs. And we talked about it this week, just the fact that we gave them a few extra outs in some big innings where they hung some big numbers. And so just being able to take care of the baseball, do some normal things, do some regular baseball things, even when the wind's crazy, just try not to compound errors and trying to compound mistakes, and really just try to keep it to a minimum. So lost a heartbreaker there, turn around in game 3, kind of going back and forth. Nobody could get each other out. And, we get to the 5th and kind of an unfortunate, deal happened. The umpires decided it was too dark. Which I honestly, in 17 years of being at Southwestern, I've never had a game called to darkness, which is crazy since we don't have lights. But the sun was still up. It was actually just poked over our indoor facility, and so you could still see it. But they felt like there wasn't enough time to do it, much to the disagreement of myself and our team. But that's life, we kind of talked about it right after that. There's going to be things in life you can't control, and people are going to pull the rug out from underneath you. And we felt like, the good part of our lineup was coming in the 6th, and it was going to be a really good inning for us. And frustrating when you look and, 30 minutes after a ball game, there's still, young kids running around and playing catch and doing things and still being able to see, and you're not getting to play, and so, but that's it. There's things in life that aren't fair, and no sense of complaining about them. They are what they are. And just kind of look forward. You got USAO today and Art Tech coming this weekend. So we control our own destiny is where you want to be, and just try to be really good for the next 3 weeks.
Tied for 8th in the conference right now, the GAC. Obviously, the top 8 make it to the GAC tournament. So how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of look at them at practice yesterday and say, look, you've controlled your own destiny to this point. And the good thing is we don't have to wait on somebody to get beat or not get beat or any of those things. We need to play and play well. If we continue to win series and continue to play good down the stretch, which I feel like we've done the last month, I like our chances. Not only to finish in 8th, but to move up the leaderboard. I think the group this week is a game up on us. The group the next week in Harding are 2 games up, and then Northwestern is just underneath us for the next 3 weeks. So it's exactly where you want to be. There's so much parity in our league where anybody can beat anybody, and I think other than Southern Arc, who's kind of running away with the league, but other than that, it's anybody's ball game. And so you got to like your chances. We're getting guys healthy at the right time. Chris Golson got to throw for the first time in over a year this weekend. And so we get him for more than one inning this next week. There's a chance we get Zach Baxley back, who's been out for the last month with a broken cheek. Just trying to find a way to get some of our group healthy so we can get ready for this stretch run. It's a group that's got a lot of grit. And we haven't had a whole lot of things go our way, but, they show up to the ballpark every day and enjoy it, enjoy being around each other, and they play really, really hard. And so the end of the weekend, I was super proud of them. Didn't go our way there at the end, but it's a group I can go to battle with every day.
Down to the final 3 weeks of the regular season, does it seem possible?
Yeah. It seems like you blink and you're here. It seems like just a minute ago we were at UCO, started against Pitt State, and it's wild that we look at it and we're 3 weeks away. And so it does, but it doesn't. It's been a long year as far as just kind of overcoming some adversity and some injuries and those kind of things, some freak deals that have happened to us. But we're excited. I think everybody's really excited for to be some warmer weather and we can actually wear short sleeves like today. It's exciting baseball time. This is why we play. February and March and all those things are fun, but you play for April and May. To be in those postseason runs, to kind of put yourself in a good spot, and that's the exciting baseball. So we're looking forward to it.
At Arkansas Tech this weekend, Coach, in the Great American Conference, size up Arkansas Tech for us if you can.
They're really, really talented. Coach Dawson does a really good job, and they've had a little bit of the bug that we have. Just kind of some freak deals happen to them, but they're right there in the mix. I think they're just a game above us and a spot above us in the 7. They're really tough at home, and I think if you look at their record, I think they've lost only 2 or 3 games at home, and it's going to be a tall task for us. But the one thing I've learned through this year is don't count this group out. I think a lot of people probably counted us out when Henderson came to town a couple weeks ago, and they were playing as good as they were, and they just met the challenge. They were tough and found a way to get it done our way, and just expect no different. We talked to them about being road warriors, and you have to expect things not to go your way on the road. You got to kind of make your own breaks and kind of bring your own energy and find a way to get it done, and overcome some things, and have a crowd against you, have a team playing at home, comfortable. But if we want to play where we want to play in May, I think it's one of those challenges you're pretty excited for. I know on paper, as many games as they've won at home, it's one of those things where it probably doesn't match up, but man, I'm excited. I'm excited to get on the road and go there. And Coach Dawson's going to have them ready. He's one of the best in our league, and just trying to put a good group together and trying to get this group to make sure they continue to believe and be really exciting this weekend for sure.
All right, sounds good. Good luck this weekend in Russellville, and go get them over at Arkansas Tech.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Zack Saunders with us on the SWOSU Coaches Show. More coming up next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma, wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma. Wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford, your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
We're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith, and in this segment, we are joined by Sadie Wolaver from SWOSU Rodeo. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you aboard, and congratulations are in order as you won the average in the barrel racing over the weekend at the SWOSU Rodeo. Congratulations on that, and how did it feel to take first place in front of the hometown fans?
Oh my gosh, that was a goal that, I really wanted to accomplish, and my first year here, since we didn't get to have Weatherford, it was only my second year again to have the hometown rodeo. And so it was really special to get a buckle with a great big bulldog on it.
It's the third straight event you've won this season. Talk a little bit about that. You're kind of on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, my mare, she's really special. She feels really good. It doesn't matter what type of pen I put her in. She gives me her heart, and it's been a great season, and I'm pretty thankful for her.
Talk a little bit about that quote-unquote relationship, if you will, between you and the mayor, and how that kind of works out when you're in competition. I'm sure that there's somewhat of a bond there.
Oh, there's a huge bond. I really would like to consider her my best friend, but some people might call me weird for that. I've had her for about 5 years, going on 6. So she's been in my life for a while. She's taken me everywhere from high school rodeos to now college rodeos. And I think I know her like the back of my hand. I know when she's feeling bad. I know when she's sore somewhere. I try to fix it. We're just in sync. So she's pretty special.
Talk about being at the top of the Central Region rankings right now in barrel racing. What's that feel like?
Oh, that's amazing. We all just want to get to the college national finals. That's everyone's year-end goal. So to be sitting pretty good with 2 rodeos left, I feel confident, and I'm ready to go back out there. We had a lot of fun last year for the women's team to end up second in the nation. I think that was pretty cool. So we have some great teammates, and hopefully it'll be first this year.
What's it take to do well in barrel racing? Talk a little bit about the things you do to train to be ready for competition.
I think barrels especially, which it can go with all events, but it's an everyday thing. We don't get a day off. These animals, they rely on us in the morning to get fed and in the night to get fed. It really takes a lot of being in shape. And I really have to make sure it's easy to get sore, especially when we have all these college rodeos, along with the other events we compete in aside from college rodeos every single weekend. I have some young horses that I have also, and I think that kind of helps myself stay in check as a jockey. Kind of just, if each horse is different, so I kind of just try to tweak each one. It helps me do the right things and remember to hopefully muscle memory when I get my run that it all lays out like it's supposed to.
What's it like being named Bulldog of the Week?
I really wanted that. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's pretty cool. And me being from Tennessee originally, it's really fun to have my hometown see that and get to share it on Facebook and stuff. And they were all commenting. That's pretty special.
Yeah, it really is. Congratulations on that. Also going this week to Hays, Kansas, to Fort Hays State. What do you expect out of that particular competition?
It's going to be tough, that's for sure. Last year at Hayes, it was snow, so hopefully we don't have that this year. I was fortunate to split the average win last year at Hayes with another one of the SWOSU teammates, so hopefully we can go in there and do that again. I look forward to it.
Sounds good. Sadie Wolaver, thanks for the visit. Congratulations on being named Bulldog of the Weekend, also taking first in average at barrel racing last weekend, SWOSU Rodeo. Congratulations on all those accomplishments, and good luck the rest of the rodeo season.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we'll have more of the SWOSU Coaches Show coming up next.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
Hey, we're back on the SWOSU Coaches Show. I'm Mike Smith. We're joined by head coach Kim Maher of the SWOSU softball squad. Coach, thanks for the visits. We talked some softball action.
All right, sounds good.
SWOSU softball went 1-2 over the weekend. Talk a little bit about the last series with Southeastern.
Well, it gets to the point where our girls get so frustrated that it's like, we have nothing to lose. Let's just go out and play, and it's just having a better at bat, swinging at strikes, making routine plays, pitchers having a better game plan. I've been telling them from the beginning of the year, we're going to run out of time. We have to take advantage of our opportunities early. And, that very first game, I was like, what team showed up for us? And then the second game, it's like, okay, there's some adjustments, but this isn't the team that I get to see when they play well. So I hope, and I always hope after every series that light bulb goes off in them individually and collectively of like, hey, we can do this. We just have to have a game plan and we have to fight versus, we've got time. It's only the third inning. Well, when it's 6-0 in the third inning, you have to play catch up.
Indeed, and Coach, you did have a bit of I'll call it a hot streak for a while as you put together some back-to-back conference wins, winning some series here recently, and that kind of, I thought, maybe gave the team a real shot in the arm that they needed.
Oh, definitely. I thought so. The way we played the last home series, I was like, oh, this is good. This is going to help our opportunity. And this might even, propel us into a better position, to make the tournament. But anyone who coaches, especially girls, know a lot of things are out of your control. It comes down to just playing the game one pitch at a time and not bringing previous at bats, previous games, or just a negative mentality onto the field.
Talk about the last game of the series with Southeastern. You won that game 5-0, and you really got a pretty good pitching performance from Elisa Friesen in that series. She threw another complete game shutout, and that's the second time she's done that in as many series.
Oh, definitely. When you look at Alyssa and when she's in the zone, you're going to get a very good performance, and I compare her last game of the series to her first game. It was just a different game plan, and sometimes you have to go in and you have to adjust, not necessarily to what has worked for someone else, but what's going to work best for you. And, just kind of made a little changes in our lineup that game, put in some people that, want to fight, want to be there, and, just kind of shake things up. Because sometimes when you're an everyday player, you take things for granted. And, when you're sitting on the bench or you're just only contributing one aspect of the game, when you get an opportunity to contribute in another aspect, you put the team first.
Coach, I know one of the goals is to make the GAC tournament, and you're kind of right there. You're a game out of 8th place. The top 8 teams will make the tournament. So right now you're sitting in 9th, but only a game out. So do you feel like you're in position still to make a pretty good run at this thing with 3 weeks to go?
I don't want to say anything because the way my mind works, and it has worked, is I look at all the games that we shoulda, woulda, coulda won, and which would have made this whole situation so much easier. I personally don't like the feeling of relying on other teams to lose. I like to put our fate in our own hands by going out and doing what we are capable of doing, executing and taking advantage of opportunities versus sitting back and hoping someone else fails. If you're a true competitor, you're going to go out there and fight when it's your opportunity. And, coming into Thursday and Friday, it's opportunity for us. And it comes down to, do we have the mental ability to fight for every pitch, every out, every inning, or are we just going to sit back and hope something happens? I'm tired of hoping. Let's make it happen for ourselves.
Coach, the Thursday-Friday series is against Arkansas Tech, and your thoughts about Tech as they come in here for the series on Thursday and Friday?
They're a well-coached team. They have a lot of power. They have speed, and obviously in the circle, they're going to get it done. It comes down to which team wants it the most, which team is going to play the cleanest, and who's going to end up winning by one run. Whatever, if it's 8-9 or 1-0, the team that needs to come out on top.
Sounds good. Head Coach Kim Maher, SWOSU Softball, thanks for the visit. We wish you lots of success coming up on Thursday and Friday. Go get them against Arkansas Tech.
Thank you very much, and happy Easter this weekend.
Yes, happy Easter, indeed. We'll have more of the SWOSU Coaches Show coming up next.
When you are making decisions as important as choosing home health or hospice for a loved one, it's important to ask the right questions. Is the facility locally owned? Are they proven through years of successful business practices? If necessary, can you transition from home health to hospice with the same care given? You can find all this and more at your locally owned Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice has served Clinton and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. Dependable, caring, and local. Shepherd Home Health and Hospice. Pioneer Cellular has the best coverage in Western Oklahoma. See the Pioneer Cellular store nearest you or visit gopioneer.com.
There's a new energy in Oklahoma, wind and natural gas working together, keeping your energy prices steady and affordable. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO. There's a new energy in Oklahoma, wind and natural gas working together, creating jobs and more money for communities and schools. Clean, affordable, natural gas and wind. Oklahoma's new energy from PSO.
Weatherford Regional Hospital is committed to serving Western Oklahoma with the best facilities, technologies, and employees. Everything from the convenient care clinic to the highly trained oncology department to the top-of-the-line mammography and x-ray equipment, down to the women's center, nursery, and emergency room. Weatherford Regional Hospital strives to provide you with a safe, clean, comfortable environment. Give them a call today or check them out online at weatherfordhospital.com.
Need your oil and filter changed? Take your vehicle to CJ Southwest Tire in Weatherford. There is no appointment needed. Bring your car, truck, or diesel in today. You can wait in the comfort of their smoke-free lounge while experienced technicians change your oil and filter on your vehicle. CJ Southwest Tire on the corner of Main and Kansas in Weatherford, your Bridgestone and Firestone dealer. CJ Southwest Tire. See them on Facebook and at cjsouthwesttire.com.
Back on the SWOSU Coaches Show, I'm Mike Smith. We're joined by head football coach Josh Kirkland. And, Coach, it is a big week as the spring game comes up this week. And first opportunity for, I guess, the new coaching staff to, display a little bit of what will come up this fall to the spectators in Western Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a big week. Last week was a big week. Got to do our first rodeo and be involved in that. So I love that. And then we roll into this week and, the days are running together right now. We've got to practice today, a walk through tomorrow, and the game's here on Thursday. And, we're excited. I told somebody somebody was wanting a quote for something and wanted me to say something. I said, well, all I can do is just guarantee the Bulldogs are going to win on Thursday.
There you go.
One way or another, we're going to win on Thursday.
I like a guarantee like that.
That's right.
Coach, how are the players adjusting to the new scheme?
They're adjusting well. Schematically, they're adjusting really well. We look good. Different days we'll look great on offense and defense might struggle, and then vice versa. There's days, and that's what you want. You want a back and forth. You don't want one to just dominate the whole time. But I think the biggest adjustment they're having is the way I practice. We go very, very fast, and for the spring right now, a lot of it is live tempo. So we're tackling and hitting quite a bit, and that's the mentality I have. But it's also strategic. I need to see what all these kids can do. I don't want to wait until August to figure out exactly where we're at and what we can do. We won't always bang as much as we did this spring, but we needed to this spring and get it out there and get it going. I think they're all adjusted and getting used to it now, so that's a good thing.
Having so much contact during the spring, Coach, what does that allow you to do during the summer as far as trying to, prep and see where you are for game one in early September?
Yeah, so it just lets me know, if we do have holes in different positions is the biggest thing. When you don't go live, you never know. A kid could run really well, but maybe he doesn't tackle well, or a kid looks really good. When the reps aren't real live bullets, and you just don't know. And for me, that's the best thing we did this spring from a coaching staff. For me, is just knowing what I have, and that's what I needed to know and to find out if there are some spots I need to go get different. And I can watch tape and I can pick up some of that stuff from tape. But shoot, they graduated a ton of kids too. So some of these kids that we're looking at playing didn't get a whole lot of reps, so it gave me a chance this spring to really see what they can do and to know where I need to go get some possible difference makers.
Coach, what did you see improvement-wise since the beginning of spring ball up until now?
Oh gosh, we tackled the ball so much better than we did that first day we put on pads. I mean, and a lot of that is just doing it. I mean, and Coach McCoy's doing a great job of teaching it over there, doing some fundamental stuff. But my gosh, we tackle. I mean, from day one to now, we tackle so much better. I would say that the way our receiver group has really, really, really improved with the way they run their routes. We knew those kids were talented, but just getting some fundamental stuff. Coach May's got those kids right. Quarterbacks have played great the whole time, and really from day one, Coach Leonardo had those guys ready to go, and the linebackers have done a great job from day one as well. Just get things going. But I think really, with the way our defense is tackled has been a great improvement from day one to now.
Not only the spring game on Thursday, but it's also Junior Day hosting the class of 2023. So it's kind of a big day too.
Yeah, we got a bunch coming. We'll see how many of them actually show up, but like over 200 are signed up right now. I don't know that that many will show up. And then when you add their parents, I mean, you're talking about 600 people going to be here for that. We got to do campus tours all afternoon and good chance to see a class. And that just shows how excited, people are about Southwestern and what we're doing and where we're headed. Just getting those kids here and get a chance to take a look at them and put eyes on them. We watched a lot of their tape, but now we get to actually see them and stuff like that.
Give us an idea what the scrimmage will look like. Can you give us kind of a layout?
Yeah, so it's going to be four 15-minute running quarters. It's going to go. We're going to do all the phases. So we'll have our kickoff team out there. Those reps won't be live. We'll go kickoff. We'll get kick return out there at times. We'll go punt. We'll do punt return, but we're not going to have the other one against it. So I won't have kickoff and kick return both out there because a lot of those are the same kids. And so then we'll go at it. Ones, twos, threes, back and forth. I believe the spring game, I think it's really important for it to be relaxing and fun. So we've got some fun stuff planned. I want everybody to come out there. We've got some dizzy bat races and some stuff with the bulldog and things like that we're going to get the fans involved and all the little kids and stuff like that. So I'm excited about it. But yeah, it should be about, hour and 15, hour and a half out there having some fun, getting after it and see what we can do.
Well, it certainly will be great to see, the Bulldog team on the field for the first time under your direction and your staff. I know it's going to be exciting. I know we'll be there streaming on Thursday night live on Bulldog TV. So, we're excited as well, Coach. And, if you want to know the truth, I can't wait for early September to get here.
Me neither. It couldn't get here fast enough.
Sounds good. Coach, thanks for the visit, and we'll see you on Thursday night.
Hey, thank you guys. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs indeed. Coach Josh Kirkland with us on the SWOSU Coaches Show. More coming up next.
When it's time to unwind, pick up a bottle of your favorite stuff at Butcher's Wine and Spirits in Weatherford. All the top brands at the absolute best price. From whiskey, bourbon, gin, and scotch to your favorite craft, import, or domestic beer, Butcher's has you covered. And when it comes to wine, Butcher's has the best selection in town. And don't forget to check out their sale rack with deep discounts. Butcher's Wine and Spirits on Main in Weatherford.
Your parents have always protected you and provided the best way they knew how. Now it's your turn to make sure that they are taken care of. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford is a community providing long-term and skilled nursing care to enhance the lives and meet the needs of individuals and families. Their mission is to provide the highest level of care for your loved ones. Visit them at cornheritage.org or find them on Facebook.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
On the corner of Custer and Main Street in Weatherford, More Than Medicine stands ready to fill your prescriptions in a fast, friendly, and professional way. They also offer an outstanding selection of gifts for people of all ages. Their Gold Crown Hallmark card selection is second to none, and More Than Medicine is the perfect place for a bridal registry. All this, that's why it's called More Than Medicine. Corner of Main and Custer in Weatherford. They're on call for you 24 hours a day.
That wraps up this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Thanks to our guests this week from SWOSU Baseball, Zack Saunders, Kim Maher from SWOSU Softball, from Rodeo, Sadie Wolaver, and SWOSU head football coach Josh Kirkland. I'm Mike Smith, thanking you for watching this week's edition of the SWOSU Coaches Show. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Right.media.